Hi everyone, this is all the 2023 movie releases I saw. I've seen, or all the 2023 movie releases I've seen so far. There's some that I still need to see, but I'm giving star ratings to all the ones that I've seen so far, and we are on 4 stars. So my next 4-star rating is going to go to Elemental, which I saw just a couple of nights ago on Disney Plus, and I was actually surprised at how much I enjoyed it because that movie really didn't get a lot of love from audiences. Critics were kind of lukewarm, although it was certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes at 74%. But all I kept hearing about it was this is mid-level. And having been burned by Ruby Gillman Teenage Kraken, I wasn't excited to see it. Particularly since the trailer made it look like Zootopia 2.0. And the marketing for this, I realized when I finally saw the movie that the marketing was just not good. The way that Pixar tried to sell this film did not fit with what the film actually was, did not showcase the movie's best points. The movie's best point is not, here's where here's where the air people live, here's where the earth people live, here's where the water people live, here's where the fire people live, and isn't all this cool? That's not what makes this movie better than mid. What makes this movie better than mid are its characters, particularly Ember and Wade, the two young lovers in the story. This is a sweet love story, and we don't have that many of those. And that's why I really did appreciate it. I liked those two characters. I wanted them to get together. I wanted good things for them. I was rooting for them all the way. Another thing I also want to point out that made me like this movie is that aside from Catherine O'Hara, who plays Wade's mom, who voices Wade's mom, I should say, there are no recognizable names in the voice cast. Pixar did not rely on celebrities or name recognition for this one, which I appreciate because the voice work in the film was really quite good. And it's nice to see actual voice actors rather than well-known live-action actors get to shine. Next on my list of 4-star ratings is something that's probably going to surprise you that I rank it as 4 rather than 4.5 or 5. And that is Killers of the Flower Moon. This is a fascinating story. And I love period dramas, costume dramas, movies set in the past, anything set pre-1950 in particular I'm interested in. So this film was going to showcase a little-known part of history, so I wanted to see it. And it was good. It was a well-done film. But here is what made it disappointing for me. Lily Gladstone is amazing. She gives a beautiful performance. It's a subtle performance. She doesn't go all over the top, and she brings this character of quiet dignity and decency. This is not the kind of character that generally gets a lot of showcasing in a Martin Scorsese film. A lot of his characters, the best known Martin Scorsese characters, range from morally gray to pitch black. And so to see this thoroughly decent woman, I was pleased with the movie for telling her story. What keeps it from being higher on my star ratings is that I wish it had really been more her story. She gets a lot less screen time than Leonardo DiCaprio or even, I think, Robert De Niro, who play the morally pitch black characters in the film. And they're fascinating, but I connected a lot more with her and her story, and I wanted the movie to center her more. I wanted her to get more focus, more screen time. Had the movie been more about her and less about them, I probably would have given it 5 stars, and I would have left the theater with that wonderful shivering inside feeling that you get when you've just seen a movie that you know is going to stick with you your whole life. So, only 4 stars for Killers of the Flower Moon. Next to my 4.5, the ones that are hovering right in the middle between 4 and 5. Got several of those. First of all, Anatomy of a Fall. Anatomy of a Fall showcases a wonderful acting performance by Sandra Hüller, who plays a woman who is suspected of killing her husband after he is killed in a fall from the roof or upper floor of their chalet. And she has to go to court and defend herself. And it's intriguing, it's frustrating, it's nail-biting at times, but it is really beautifully acted. Very intense drama. You can't look away. It's certainly boring's the last thing it is. And I was invested in what was going to happen to that character. And particularly the actor who played her son did a very good job in the film as well. My next 4.5 movie is Past Lives. That is really close to 5. The only reason that I didn't put it as a full 5 stars is that I need to watch it again. I watched it when I was tired, and during the last 30 minutes, I kind of zoned out. And that was not because the movie was dull. It was because, well, I was tired. So, this movie sneaks up on you. It's a kind of slow burn movie. It's a quiet film. You have to pay attention to it. And it also paints, it's also a small scale film in that it only focuses on 3 major characters, and all of those are well delineated and well acted. In particular, Greta Lee, whom I felt was cheated of a nomination. And I thought that it was a moving film, and one that I'm gratified to see get a lot of attention, because quiet films very often don't. Also, 4.5, Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer is a fascinating film, very well made, very intense, perfectly acted. Why isn't it a full 5 stars? Well, the thing is, I know that it's going to win Best Picture. I would almost be willing to put money down that this movie is going to win Best Picture. But there's a coldness about it that keeps it from really living in my heart. Now, the coldness suits the film. It suits the subject matter. It should be this way. There should be a little bit of detachment there. And often when you're watching the film, you're not sure how to feel. And so it does make you think. It's a thought-provoking film. But it lacks that element of warmth that usually makes a film my favorite. So, looks like I'm going to have to go for part 3. I have more to say about these things than I thought. Check back here in a few minutes.